last 20 years, more than 435 libraries have closed in Sweden and more than 14.4 million books have disappeared from the public reach. This trend, sadly accelerating in recent years, is a trend that has to be broken. NBV, Sweden's oldest study association, opened libraries for the public masses more than 100 years ago. They made knowledge and literature available for everyone. Ever since, NBV has had a key role in Swedish folkbildning. The means to learn and to get a hold of literature should not be limited by geographical location or opening hours. In every city and town in Sweden, at great public locations, there are electrical cabinets, or elskåp as we call them in Swedish. We made mini libraries that fitted perfectly on top of these elskåp, since all of these are placed in areas where people move about. Some of these libraries were custom-made to celebrate great people and wonderful Swedish places, like Josef Iskandarani that opened Swedish first falafel place, or Stockholm City Library, an architectural gem. 21 of Sweden's biggest publishers joined the mini library project and donated books. All in all, we had more than 7,000 books in our libraries. And in every single book and library, we had a message encouraging conversation and meetings between all readers and library goers. You could find your closest library on Google Maps. So, on January the 20th, you could find our libraries on the streets, public squares, train stations, from the most southern tip of Sweden, Smygehuks, all the way to Abisko tourist station in the north. We had teams with trucks going all around of Sweden placing our libraries. This became a success. The Minister of Cultural and Democratic Affairs, together with some of Sweden's most influential writers, held opening ceremonies all over Sweden with a big mix of TV, radio and journalists covering our opening ceremonies. Almost all of Sweden's big and small news outlets covered our libraries, from national TV, national radio and pretty much every local news magazine in Sweden. Instagram and Twitter blowing up with everything from politicians, opinion makers, columnists and library users talking and sharing. The news was even featured in a Japanese in-flight magazine. More than 68 million viewers and listeners in traditional media so far. That's not counting social media at all or people actually using the libraries. 1 year has passed and we are happy that most of our libraries are still in use. Some have had a wonderfully caring year, some have had a really rough year. But most of them are still outside lending books. Our project was celebrated by libraries all over Sweden, both online and in person. Even Sweden.se, the official website of Sweden, shared and highlighted our libraries, making them internationally known. Hopefully these libraries will still stand for many years to come, encouraging people to read and connect with each other and show the importance of what libraries do to society. Not too bad for one studieförbund.